Each crew is able to choose a
And
different talisman.
welcome, everybody.
To serve that
Early
purpose.
morning here. We are going to bring you the Soyuz launch of 3 space travelers to the International Space Station. It's happening just moments from now. As you can see,
One other
now I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the sound for the actual communication here.
Launching with an
Brought to you by
extremely big
NASA.
birthday candle, making her way
We
to
are
the International
going
Space
to
Station and
start
having
that right now.
an extra reason to celebrate today.
These are the 3 brave space travelers. And, and if you hear in the background, you can hear a little Queen playing. We Will Rock You. Look at that. How nice is that? Amazing stuff. So, like I said, we are a very short time away. On the countdown.
Getting back some views of the crew inside the Soyuz.
This is going to be happening very shortly.
10 minutes away from today's launch. This is Kate Rubens again.
It's awesome. Look at that little bit of space.
With the launch to the International Space Station.
Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but there's not a lot of room in that capsule because they basically load this thing up with all kinds of supplies, and a little more than they actually need for the trip there. A lot of this stuff is supplies that they're bringing to the International Space Station that they will need over a long period of time. And of course, this old Soyuz spacecraft is a 60s era rocket that Russia has been launching for over 50 years. It's amazing.
NASA and Roscosmos representatives are watching just a short distance away from the launch pad in Baikonur for an update on activities there.
This is
We're going to go
going to be
now
cool,
to NASA
guys.
Affairs Officer Rob Davies.
Very cool.
Different atmosphere of the Baikonur Cosmodrome than we're typically accustomed to in the run-up to launch. Some of the global events have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, and this launch is no different. Stringent precautions have been taken to ensure that the crew remains isolated from everyone except essential personnel, and face masks and social distancing are the name of the game here for everyone and anyone in close proximity.
I don't know about you, but these space travelers are about to be socially distanced from all of us. So that's what I call the ultimate social distancing. What do you guys think about that? Give me your comments.
For the crew, following 5 2-orbit test runs with Progress cargo ships. Ironically enough, it will take us around an hour to get back into the town of Baikonur.
We're roughly about 7 minutes away.
At Site 31.
7 minutes away. Are you ready to rock and roll?
Nonetheless, even with just a fraction of people usually in attendance here, the excitement is as palpable as ever as we approach launch. That's it from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. Now back to you at Mission Control in Houston.
Thanks, Rob. We're now at the T-minus 7-minute point.
Wow, this is exciting.
Operations are complete.
Look at that, less than 7 minutes from now, this Soyuz rocket from Russia will be rocketing into space. As you can see, it's also daylight over there, many hours later from here on the east coast of the United States. Right now it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning over here. It's 1:39 a.m.
339 miles ahead of Soyuz as it leaves the launch pad. The launch is precisely timed for the moment when Earth's rotation will place the Baikonur Cosmodrome and the plane in the orbit of the space station.
Wow. These things to me seem, they seem routine to a lot of people, but to me, I look at something like this, and although Russia has made several modifications to this particular spacecraft, a lot of this is older technology. It always makes me a little bit jumpy to watch this kind of a launch. But like I said, maybe it's a little more comfortable because it looks uncomfortable to these poor space travelers, these really cosmonauts and astronauts here. I believe there's one person here from the U.S. I'm not sure if it's 2 Russians or what they call cosmonauts. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, this is cool. I like, and you can tell me if you like this as well. Do you like the way that the Russian launch pad looks? It's a little different than the U.S. launch pads. I don't know if you see, like, on both sides of that rocket, you can see these big metal bracings there that are laying on the ground. Like, several minutes before launch, those things come down. They're normally up around the rocket, and they come down. And it looks kind of cool. Looks a little different, It's good to have something that looks a little different once in a while, But, yeah, this is cool. And it looks, even the launch area looks slightly different than what we see here in the U.S. Normally we have launch pads that are right up against the ocean. In Russia, they're kind of landlocked with their launch facilities. This is, I believe, at the Baikonur Cosmodrome. Practically right in the middle of Russia, I guess, but it's just, or is it Kazakhstan? I don't remember which particular place, but yeah, I mean, this is just, it does look cool. I mean, look at the way they brace it. It's a different process than how the U.S. does things. In fact,
4 minutes and counting now.
Russia.
Kate Rubins, Sergei Skirchkov, and Sergei Ryzhikov make their way to the International Space Station. At this point, fuel lines and other elements of the rocket engines are being purged with nitrogen to fireproof them by removing vapors of fuel and oxidizer.
As I was saying, they actually bring this spacecraft up to the pad, horizontally, not vertically. They drive it up and then they lift it into place. I believe SpaceX does that as well. So SpaceX kind of followed that particular protocol. The old NASA rockets from the 60s, they brought them upright, right from the vehicle assembly building, and they would just ride them right out upright to the launch pad. A little bit different, Slightly different.
3 minutes and counting now. Today's liftoff at 12:45 a.m. Central
How
Time.
this is going to go. It should be quite exciting, don't you think?
Booster fuel tanks now being pressurized for flight, optimizing the flow of fuel and helping to add structural support to the rocket.
When you have a chance, because what about my watch? Pressurization?
Alright, we're almost ready to rock and roll here. Is this exciting or what, folks? We lost audio for a second here.
2 minutes left before today's liftoff.
Okay. 1:40 left. 1 minute and 38 seconds and counting. It's going to be exciting,
Inside
folks.
view, looking at Sergei Ryzhikov and Sergei Skirchkov. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go before liftoff.
Here we go.
Ground propellant feeds now been terminated.
All right, no more fuel into the rocket. They're done with it, and they shut that off, and they are ready to launch. Almost 1 minute remaining in this countdown, as you can see. And you are watching it happen as it's happening.
1 minute to go. Soyuz is now
All right.
on internal power.
Less than 1 minute, they just went to internal power. No more external feeds of energy. They are committed. They are on their own, at this point. Let's see what happens,
As the
folks.
space station is flying directly over the Baikonur Cosmodrome and the launch pad, at the time of launch, the station will be 339 miles above the Soyuz as it leaves the pad. There's the first umbilical tower separating from the booster.
Here comes that tower down. And the second one's going to be following very shortly. Here we go. We are almost ready here. We are 10 seconds away, folks.
Second umbilical now separating.
Here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
And lift off.
Yes.
Sergei Ryzhikov and Sergei Kuzerchkov now on their way to the International Space Station.
Very nice.
The latest in a chain that spans almost 20 years of
Burn, baby, burn.
presence in
Let's
space.
rock and roll.
10 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
The parameters of the rocket are nominal.
How pretty is that? Is that pretty or what?
20 seconds. The thrusters of the first and second stage are operating nominally.
Hearing first good reports of good first stage performance, everything looking nominal.
Very
Soyuz
nice.
is currently delivering 930,000 pounds of thrust from its 4 boosters and single engine of that first stage. It measures 68 feet in length and 24 feet in diameter and burns liquid fuel for the first 2 minutes and 6 seconds of flight.
Gorgeous.
50
Now, you're going to see something.
is nominal.
Something very exciting that I like about these particular spacecraft is something called the
Reports from the crew
Korolev
as well.
Cross.
Everything looking good for today's
Those little
flight.
side boosters are going to come off
Roll pitch
in a way that almost looks
Exactly
poetic.
where
It looks
should be at this point.
it looks like a beautiful
miles per hour. First
dance.
stage
It's just-
less than a
it's
minute of
amazing.
Flight time left now.
It's called the Korolev Cross,
80 seconds per
designed by the chief designer of the spacecraft back in the 60s. His name was Korolev. He was essentially the genius behind
First
the
milestone we watch
Russian
for
space
here,
program,
the
the Soviet
escape
space
tower
program
to come
in the 60s.
154-second
He did it all. In fact, in
mark.
the late 50s, he's the one that helped put the Sputnik up, the first satellite around Earth. Korolev, sadly, he passed away after a routine operation. And
Jettison.
the space program, believe it or not,
Escape tower has been
was
jettisoned.
not the same. I know they just did it.
And there's the separation of the 4 strap-on boosters that are jettisoned.
What they
These
call
have
the
completed their
Korolev
job and
Cross.
are away now at an altitude 28 miles above the Earth, while the Soyuz continues on its flight, traveling at about 3,350 miles an hour, powered by the rocket's second or 4th stage.
Wow.
Rocket parameters are nominal.
While still looking good, and the next milestone we're looking for is the jettison of the launch shroud at 2 minutes and 37 seconds.
And as you look at the
And see that launch shroud jettison? We're now getting some views from the external rocket camera.
now they just actually launched the
Looking
shroud
toward the bottom
that
of
was
the rocket,
surrounding the
Earth
spacecraft.
below, solar arrays waiting to be unfurled once
How
the
cool is this?
spacecraft reaches orbit safely.
Wow.
Soyuz is traveling at a speed of 4,700 miles an hour at this point.
Wow, 4,700 miles an hour. They still have to
And whether
get
everything is good,
to over 17,000 miles an
Continuing your
hour.
good calls from the crew, core
So
stage
they're
performing as
Not
expected.
even halfway
Core
there
stage
yet.
Soyuz is 56 feet in length and 13.5 feet in diameter with a single engine and 4 fuel chambers providing between 178,000 and 222,000 pounds of thrust at various points of its 3 minutes and 28 seconds of operation.
I know this looks easy, but it's not. This is not easy. I mean, it looks smooth, but I mean, it takes a lot of engineering, a lot of work
4-minute mark.
to get to this point, to be able to launch something and have it be successful.
Soyuz uses what's called a hot stage technique. meaning third stage ignites while the second is still burning.
Yeah, the hot stage is a very dangerous technique, actually, because you still have the bottom stage burning, which is putting pressure on the upper stages. If you start that upper stage during that process, a lot can go wrong, but hot staging seems to work pretty well for the Russians so far. It's worked very well, historically.
50 seconds speed draw and rotation is nominal.
Everything continuing to go well in the climb to orbit. We look for our next second stage cutoff coming up at the 4-minute and 45-second mark, about 15 seconds from now.
Wow, this is so cool. This is so nice.
All still looking good. 4 minutes and 45 seconds in, third stage is igniting, second stage should be shutting down.
Okay, so they hot staged this bad boy. They actually fired the first rocket here while the booster rocket was still burning. Amazing, and it worked. Now they're showing, this is an illustration, guys, showing you what it's doing right now.
Everything's still looking good. Core booster separated at an altitude of 105 miles, and with it gone, Soyuz is now being propelled by a single engine of its third stage. That engine provides 67,000 pounds of thrust and will burn for 4 minutes and 2 seconds.
Wow, look at this thing. It's
Days
amazing.
flight going smoothly and all systems working normally. The crew reporting that they are feeling good and on their way to the space station.
Wow. I gotta tell you, the Russian rocket, this Soyuz rocket system is really reliable. I mean, it's been around for a very long time. And remember, it's been the rocket that has gotten United States astronauts into space over the last decade, before SpaceX came along and decided they're going to do this for us. But, obviously there's an American astronaut in this particular spacecraft, because we haven't made the full transition over to exclusive, launches of astronauts from SpaceX from the Cape over there in Florida.
Next milestone that we're watching for comes the 8-minute and 46-second mark as a third stage cutoff.
This is very cool, though, isn't it?
Copy, everything is good on board, we feel well.
They just said everything is good on board, we feel well. All right. I'm liking that.
400 seconds stabilization of the vehicle is steady.
Wow.
Copy, everything is good on board.
Nice. Everything's good.
Crew still calling down that everything is looking good inside the Soyuz rocket. You're seeing a view from cameras on the exterior of the Soyuz here, looking down towards the bottom of the rocket. And the fourth screen, the solar array that will unfold once the crew does make it safely to orbit.
Good on board, we feel well.
Now, I can't read Russian, so I don't know exactly what all of those instruments are telling us.
7.5 minutes into today's flight. Velocity of the Soyuz is 13,500 miles an hour.
Okay, over 13,500. So it's almost there at orbital velocity. We're getting there.
Pre-programmed commands will be executed to prepare the Soyuz for orbital operation.
Now remember, guys, it's not altitude that gets you into orbit. That's part of it, but you also have to have speed. You have to have velocity. You have to be going over 17,000 miles an hour to stay in orbit around the Earth. So speed is what you need. So they have a need for speed, if you remember. Speaking of that, I can't wait for Maverick to come out. It's the second installment of the Tom Cruise hit from the 80s, if you remember. Top Gun. You guys remember that? Well, it's coming out. Maverick's coming out very soon.
Everything is good on board. We are standing by for the separation.
All right, we're going to have a separation of the booster rocket here.
Seconds. Everything is nominal. Prepare for the separation.
Here we go. Here we're going to have another separation. You ready for this? Here it goes. Oh, nice. Yes. Congratulations, guys. That was awesome.
Thrusters powered off, confirmed.
Oh, congratulations. That was beautiful.
And
Beautiful,
here
guys.
is confirmation that the third stage cut off and separated as
Oh,
planned.
yes.
Single liquid-fueled engine shut down and dropped away
Here
at
come
an
the solar
altitude of
arrays.
126 miles above the Earth. And there you see it now also. The Soyuz has unfurled. That's a key milestone as well to ensure that the Soyuz is able to power itself on its journey to the International Space Station.
They put out those solar arrays. They're like little petals, like little wings, but they're just, they collect energy from the sun, of course. They have to power themselves while they wait to get to the station. It takes a little while to get to the station.
Read you loud and clear. How about us? Loud and clear.
Control from the spacecraft from this point will be overseen by the Russian Mission Control Center outside of Moscow, which you're hearing called to the crew now.
Close. And pressurization is nominal. Copy. We are working on the video. Video is on. Copy of there, 856. Okay, we copy you. And also we are pulling up the velocity screen display. MCC Moscow, please take the measurements for this current time. 811, pressure 814. Copy.
Following today's launch just 10 minutes ago now at 12:45 a.m. Central Time, Kate Rubin, Sergei Ryzhikov, and Sergei Konskishkov are now safely in orbit and on their way to the International Space Station following a flawless launch and 8.5-minute climb
That
to
was
orbit.
sweet. Congratulations, guys.
Initial
Awesome.
checkouts now that everything is looking good as they head off on the first two-orbit rendezvous for a human crew with the space station. Scheduled for 3:52 a.m. Central Time when they'll dock to the Rosbet module on the Russian segment of the space station.
How cool is this, guys? They made it. They're in orbit.
It is on. Copy.
And now they'll prepare to meet up with the
The second
International
set of
Space
the
Station.
hardware is powered on. Copy.
So, exciting stuff.
That the current antenna that will be used to guide the Soyuz to its automated docking. Past its checkout, that's one of the key milestones that occurs once the Soyuz does reach orbit. Also be doing some loop checks and communication checkouts, making sure everything is looking good as the Soyuz heads on its way.
Very nice. This is very nice. They made it. What a beautiful launch. And yeah, that's just exciting stuff. It's very exciting.
We have confirmation of operations of our mode.
Very nice.
Angular rates are along the pitch and yaw are less than 10.
So as you can see, this is really cool.
Standing by.
Another successful mission.
03.
And I guess before I go,
Ready to copy? Yes.
I will direct you to my website if you're interested in seeing more of what I have available for you. Daily news and some exciting stuff on my website, michaelantonio.biz. That's michaelantonio.biz. As you can see. And so much to look at here. You can actually sign up to get daily digests of the news from my website. This is stuff that I curate from all over the internet so that you don't have to go to separate places to get your news. You can get all of your news right from me. So please do not hesitate. You will get an invitation to get news in your inbox every single day. And I ask you to do so. I appreciate that if you do. Thank you so much for that. And don't hesitate also, like this video, and of course, comment. Let me know how you feel about, if you like me showing these kind of videos of like rocket launches. I also live very close to to NASA's launch site here in Florida, so I actually can show you a lot of launches right from my front yard, believe it or not. It's very easy to see those. I have several of those videos available here on YouTube. And like I said, I really, really hope that you can check that out. And like I said, like this video, subscribe, of course, hit that notification bell, and just so that I can continue to get my videos out to you, and you can enjoy the material that I have provided. A lot. I've got a lot of news for you. Got a lot of insight, commentary, things that I think you will find interesting. Even if you don't agree with me all the time, you will find it very, very interesting, to be sure. I can guarantee you that. So, like I said, sorry to show her like this. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to scare you. And I even have my videos provided on my website as well. Check that out. But yeah, the biggest thing is, I think, like I said before, I want you to like my videos and share them. Of course, share. Comment whenever you can. And like I said, I welcome all comments. If you disagree with me, I want your comment. I want to be able to engage. I like that. I love the engagement, whether it be negative, whether it be positive. I like the engagement. I repeat, I like the engagement. And I got a lot of videos that that I've come out with, especially this week. A lot has happened. Of course, on the passing away, the death of Eddie Van Halen. Very sad news there. And also, I just made a video about something that happened to me several years ago. You might want to check that out. It's very interesting. It's called, you'll see the thumbnail. It says, God Spoke to Me. Yes, I'm telling you, it's the truth. I'm just telling you what I experienced. So please, check that one out if you dare. But once again, I want to thank everybody for watching today. Thank you so much, everyone. And I'm definitely going to see you guys very, very soon.
Hey guys, if you want more great content from me, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Come on, what are you waiting for?